What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Auto Auction Rebuilds. This is a video that I honestly thought about making a long time ago because I saw Vice Grip Garage make the same type of video, and I thought there's no reason to make these videos because people know better, right? Apparently not. Apparently not. So now I'm making the video because I've been contacted by police, and I'm going to share quite a bit of that with you, and this is going to I'm going to share videos as this whole thing progresses, because who knows what different turns this is going to take. But so far it looks like I kind of upset a police officer by a post I made on social media, and it just happens to be a police officer that is investigating me currently. To me, his response didn't seem very professional, and it seemed like he took my freedom of speech post personally, which he shouldn't have done, but we'll get into that here in a minute. The main purpose of this video is to say this: if you don't see me doing a giveaway or a raffle or whatever you want to call it on my channel, if you don't have direct links to something through my channel, not through Facebook, not through Instagram, not through whatever these apps, Telegram, and whatever else all these scammers are using, if you don't get something and see something directly from this channel, it is not legitimate. It is a scam. Now, I feel bad for this lady. I'm not going to divulge any of her information. I feel so bad for the lady because she fell for a scam, and that's not entirely her fault. I mean, there is some accountability there. You are responsible for your own actions, but she apparently thought that she was winning something, or I was selling her something. I'm a little confused on the details, but she either thought she won something, or she thought I was selling her something, or it was a raffle or a drawing. I don't know, but apparently she paid some money to somebody that she thought was me, somebody that was messaging her pretending to be me. Now, I've heard of this happening before, but typically people reach out to me directly through email, which you can find on my YouTube channel. And typically people are like, hey man, this person reached out to me, but I'm not sure this is legit. And I'll tell them immediately, no, this is fake. This is absolutely fake. Don't do it. And they're like, okay, cool, thank you. Well, apparently this woman fell for some kind of a scam. I don't know how much she lost. I don't know any of the intricate details, but she lost some money. And then she apparently filed, or is attempting to file, charges against me for scamming her. So the main purpose of the video is to tell you guys, if you don't see me giving away things on my channel, then I'm not giving them away somewhere else. Okay, now here's a fun fact. It's almost a coincidence. I have partnered with a company, and we are going to start doing car giveaways on the channel sometime within, probably, I'm hoping we can find something to start within the next couple weeks, or it could be a month or two out. I'm not sure, but I have started working with the company so we can actually start giving away some of the cool cars on the channel. Legitimate giveaways. These are not scams. These are not, it's all legit, because you'll see the cars and the details with links directly from my channel, from my videos. So this unfortunate lady loses her money, and I understand her frustration. I understand her being pissed off, right? Anybody that they got taken for some money is going to be mad, because apparently, according to the police officer that called me at like 7 o'clock tonight or 7:30 this evening, apparently she thought she was winning or buying a pickup truck and a dump trailer. When have I ever had a dump trailer on the channel? I've never had a dump trailer on the channel. So why would you think I'm giving away a dump trailer if you've never seen me with a dump trailer? And I don't remember the specific truck that the officer told me it was. He left a voicemail about a week ago, and I called right back, and he didn't answer. And it took him about a week to get back to me. But apparently, this was maybe a Chevy Silverado or something. I don't even have one of those. I haven't had one of those. So this is a truck that I don't have. This is a trailer that I don't have. You're a subscriber to the channel. This is what blows my, this is why I'm so confused. You're a subscriber of the channel, you follow me, you watch my videos, you fall for a scam about me giving away a truck that you haven't seen on my channel and a dump trailer that you haven't seen on my channel. And now I've got a cop that's got like this hard on for me because he's pissed off because I made a post on social media. Okay, and he's backhanded kind of, I don't want to say he's threatening me, but it came across, how about this? Let's keep things friendly and legal. I interpreted what he said as a threat, kind of an underhanded threat. I'll let you guys be the judge of that because I'm going to tell you what he said here in just a minute. Now, again, I feel bad for this lady. I sincerely feel bad for her, and I don't blame her for calling the police. If you think you get scammed by somebody, obviously you need to call the police and file a police report. Here's the part that is just, this is absolutely blown my mind. And, you know, as the police officer told me, he could just file these charges, force me, anyway, I'll read that to you. I'm going to read you what he sent me here in just a minute, because very unprofessional. Definitely not something you would expect from a cop. And before you guys say that I'm being scammed, I already called his police department. I already called them. I verified who he was and that he is a member of the police department, and he called me from the same number. All right, and now he's texting me from the same number. So he's definitely a legitimate cop, which blows my mind that they would allow a police officer on their force to act this way. You should, as a police officer, be able to separate yourself, your personal self, from your work. And you should not let your ego or pride get in the way of whatever it is you're investigating. And at this point, it seems like that's what he did. It seems like I've hurt his feelings or stepped on his ego or something, and now he's upset about it. And now he's kind of threatening to come after me, which is like, I didn't do anything. All right, I didn't do anything. Why would I risk everything that I have, everything that I have built from the ground up here? I have worked my back off for everything that I got. Why would I risk all of this? I got 3 properties. I've got over 20 cars. Why would I risk all of this so I could scam some woman out of however many dollars she got scammed out of, right? It's just common sense. You wouldn't do that. A person wouldn't do that. It doesn't make any sense. Now, depending on how all of this goes down when this is all concluded, I will probably come out and tell you everything. Like, I will not disclose who the woman is. She doesn't need that. Okay, I sincerely feel bad for her, but I think by the time this is over, I will tell you the county, the city, the officer's name. I think when this is all done, and I think I might reach out afterwards to the civil rights lawyer and just let him in on all of this too, and see what he thinks. Maybe he'd be interested in jumping in on this, because I always thought it was innocent until proven guilty, but as this police officer says, he wants to drag me to court so that I can prove that I'm innocent. Anyway, I'll get to that. I want to make it very clear. I'm not out here looking for a fight with anybody, but I'm also not a guy that backs down, especially if I feel like you're violating my rights. Okay, and I feel like this guy is stalking me. Like, this guy is like stalking my page, because as soon as I posted something about our conversation on social media, this guy was like, boom, he started texting me. And I was like, wow. So this guy is like, now let me tell you why I'm so surprised that this cop even called me. Like to me, I am shocked that this police officer even called. And you know what? I probably shouldn't tell you. I shouldn't tell you, because I might need this in court. I don't want to divulge too much information, because obviously this police officer is going to be watching things. He's going to see this video, I'm sure. And if I start telling you why these things don't add up, it just gives him a leg up to try to find another avenue. So I'm not going to do that. But I promise you, by the time this is all over, regardless of how this whole situation goes, I am going to come out and I'm going to tell you exactly how all of this went down. And I'll let you guys decide for yourself. But it is so simple. My stepson, when I was telling him what was going on, even he was like, no, it's not. It's so easy to prove that it's not you by doing this. And I'm like, yes, my fiance is the same way. She's like, they should be able to know immediately this was not you. It's simple. And probably 100 of you are going to be figuring it out too. Like, it should not be difficult to figure out that I'm not the one that did it, you know? But it's not my job to do the investigation. That's his job. So why don't let me guess, did I not bring my phone with me? I did. Thank God. I'm literally out here at 11 o'clock at night. If you guys are wondering what happened to me before I get into this, if you're wondering where the videos have been, guys, today was the first day I started feeling better. I've been in bed throwing up, sick. I have been unbelievably sick. You guys know that I've been having GI issues, and I've got an appointment in December. I have been very, very sick for the last several days. In bed, unable to do anything. And then I wake up this morning, and I'm finally feeling like I can get out of bed, and my dog had a stroke. I found her on the floor, unconscious, with her eyes rolling back into her head. My 14-year-old dog that has been with me since Jessica and I first got together. Today has been a very stressful and heart-wrenching day. So I feel like I should tell you that before I get into the text messages. And maybe this will help you understand why I have no patience for someone that's trying to stomp on my First Amendment right to freedom of speech, okay? I don't generally try to piss off police. I'm generally very polite and respectful to police officers. I got a lot of respect for the majority of them that are out here doing a good job, that treat the Constitution with dignity and respect, that treat people as human beings with dignity and respect. I appreciate the hell out of them and the things they go through. The things that they see that we never see. The things they have to deal with and clean up that we've never seen. You know what I mean? I know they go through a lot. I respect the hell out of that. But I do not respect any cop that thinks he can violate my rights because he has an ego. And that is my interpretation of what is going on here. So today I spent my day running my dog to emergency room. Tomorrow, first thing in the morning, I'm taking her for an MRI to try to figure out if she's okay. And she's not doing well. She has to survive the night. And then first thing in the morning, I'm taking her for an MRI. And then we go from there to try to figure out what the next steps are. Is she going to get better? We don't know. Okay, so I have been extremely sick for about a week, which is why there's been no videos. My dog is now... She's got this tick with her head, you know, and she can't walk. She falls over. Things are not very good right now. And I got into a road rage incident earlier where I just lost my temper. I'm not even going to get into it because I wouldn't want anything to be used against me in a court of law, right? But let's just say that I had a road rage incident with a guy that intentionally cut me off when I had my sick dog in the back, caused my dog to get thrown. And this was absolutely intentional for no reason. I got out of my car, I ran up to his window, and I started going ham on him. And the guy reached for and threatened me with his, and I had some choice words for him, like, what a coward. I mean, really, I didn't anyway. I didn't come up to you with anything, and you want to pull, okay, all right, as he's driving off screaming and cussing at me. It's like, yeah, okay. I'm not in the mood, man. What I'm trying to say is, like, I am so stressed out. My house in Indiana, the renovations on that place, they're like 2 months behind. Like 2 months behind on that house. So I'm stressed out over that. You know, my dealership, we still don't have the approval from the state for the agreement that we came to on getting my retail dealership established. That hasn't been done yet. It seems like everything is falling behind and nothing is going to plan. And this is the last thing I need, is some kind of investigation for something that should be so easy to prove that I didn't do, man. I'm ready to fight. I'm ready to fight. I am. And in court, in person, I don't care. I'm ready to fight. So let's go into this brief conversation. The police officer called me. He asked me some basic questions, and I told him immediately. I said, I was like, look, this happens all the time. Like, seriously, this is a common scam that these, I don't know who they are, Nigerian scammers. But this is so common, and it happens to all the big YouTubers. And he's like, has this happened to you before? And I'm like, yeah, absolutely it has, because I have had people get hold of me through email and ask me, is this a legitimate deal or not? And I'm like, no, do not send any. If I am doing some kind of a deal, like I'm giving you something, if I come out and I sent you something, if we're talking on Telegram, which, by the way, I don't have Telegram or Telegraph, or I don't know what all the apps are that these people are using, because I don't use them. I don't do any of that stuff. I will not reach out to you, okay? I'm going to tell you that, right? That is the best way to know it's a scam. I will not reach out to you. How would I even find you? How would I reach out? How would I be able to find you and reach out to you? You know, it's not me. It's somebody else. And look, actually, I don't want to tell you that. I don't want to tell you that. Just trust me when I tell you, I am not out there asking you. And the cop asked me if I did like Cash App things, and I'm like, no, not a chance. No, it didn't happen. None of that happened. Okay, I'm not going to ask you to Cash App me money, to Zelle me money. I'm not going to ask you to do any of that. The only way you could ever believe that it's me is if you see it right here on this channel and it's me. I should never be asking you for money, okay? It was not a long conversation, but at the end of it, I was just I'm kind of pissed off because it's like, after everything I'm dealing with right now, and why are you calling me at night? You know, I guess 7:30 is not that late, but to me, it's just kind of disrespectful to call somebody so late at night, you know? But anyway, I thought everything was ended on an okay note, and he's like, well, I'll figure out what we need to do from here. And it's like, what do we need to do from here? You know, this should be open and shut. This should be so simple to prove that it's not me. So easy to prove that it's not me. So I made a post on social media, and I'll read it to you because apparently this got this guy heated. And I found out, I guess he was looking on my personal Facebook page, because as soon as I posted it, this guy came out swinging. So my post on social media said, my dog had a stroke. The police are investigating me for scamming a local woman out of money. I've been unbelievably sick and in bed for days. My dog has an MRI appointment tomorrow, and all she has to do is make it through the night. I didn't scam anyone, but leave it to local law enforcement to not do a proper investigation before calling me. Some Nigerian scammers got money from one of my subscribers, and now she is trying to pin charges on me. It's getting better and better every day. Okay? Now, some of you are going to say I probably should have just kept my mouth shut. And you're probably right. You are right. You're 100% right. I shouldn't have posted that. I should not have posted that. That was me being pissed off because I've had a really, really, really bad day. In fact, I've had a really bad week, and I don't have the time and patience for this kind of stuff. I just don't. Like, seriously. So the police officer, who will temporarily remain anonymous, said, before blasting cops on Facebook for not doing a proper investigation, maybe you should stop to think that speaking with everyone involved is called investigating. If I didn't call you and ask your side, I would have just turned the report in and you would have come to court to prove it wasn't you. To me, that's interesting. I have to go to court to prove that it wasn't? I feel like a lot of police officers have the understanding of the law backwards. You know, they don't understand or respect the Constitution of the United States of America, and these are people I don't respect. So don't expect me to be nice to you, okay? So I responded back, and Jessica was yelling at me, Randy, stop. She knows me. I'm hard-headed, and man, I told you guys, I will fight. Like, I'm ready. Whatever it is, let's fight. I'm pissed. I said, I believe it's called the First Amendment. My freedom of speech is protected. Basic investigating would have shown instantly it was not me. And he said, that it is. And again, I am investigating it. I said, perfect. I would have thought that would have been the end of it. In fact, why is this police officer texting me? Again, I did call his local police department. I did verify that this is a real police officer. Okay, this is not somebody screwing with me. This is actually a cop that is texting me at, what time was this? 9 something at night? This police officer is texting these things to me? Come on, man. He comes back after I said perfect. That should have ended the conversation. In fact, he should have never texted me. What I say publicly is not your concern. What I say to my audience or to anybody, whether in private or in public, is not your concern, because my First Amendment right to freedom of speech is protected by the United States Constitution. You shouldn't be getting butthurt over things that I say. That's not your job. Your job is to separate yourself from your work, not let your ego get in the way of doing your job. He said, this is the part where I feel like he's kind of underhandedly threatening me. And I'll let you guys decide. He said, would you prefer I call you and get your side, or just turn in a subpoena where you have to miss work, drive to blank city, I'm not going to tell you where it is, and appear in front of a judge to prove it was not you? I'm good either way. Well, wait a minute. First of all, before you can file charges officially and bring me into court, you need some kind of proof. You need probable cause to arrest me. A subpoena to bring me to court to prove it wasn't... What? What are you talking about? You're threatening to just subpoena me. Out of the blue, you're going to subpoena me to go to court to prove that I didn't... That seems a little backwards there. Aren't we forgetting probable cause? Don't we need probable cause? And then you could get a warrant for my arrest, which of course I would voluntarily turn myself in after, of course, obtaining a really nice lawyer. There would have to be then a probable cause hearing, which I would appear in. And at that point, you should also set a bond at the same time if they find there's probable cause. Now, I could be misinterpreting what he's saying, but let me just read it one more time. Would you prefer I call you and get your side of the story? Which by the way, this is the part that I think, this makes it seem like a threat to me. He already called me. I already gave him my side of the story. I already told him. I told him specifically how to figure out that it wasn't me. Okay? I told him it took like 2 seconds. It was like, just do this and you will clearly see it's not me. This was never me. Now, I don't know what he means by would you prefer I call you to get your side of the story, or just turn in a subpoena where you have to miss work. That's where it seems like a threat. You know, he could subpoena me to miss work, drive a long way away. This is a long way away, guys, so I'd have to drive a long way. He's kind of threatening, at least in my interpretation of this conversation. So he's threatening to waste my time. Basically, is what he's not happy with my post that I posted on social media that's protected by my First Amendment of the Constitution of the United States of America. He's not happy about it, so he's willing to drag me through court and waste my time to prove a point. Now, maybe I'm interpreting this wrong. I think I should let a lawyer decide that, though. I think a lawyer should look into this. I'm happy if there are any lawyers, especially on YouTube. Maybe you guys can reach out to somebody like the civil rights lawyer or something. If there's anybody that might be interested in this and where this is going, I'd be happy to send you these text messages because this to me is crazy. Appear in front of a judge to prove it was not you. I'm good either way. Well, doesn't that just come off as cocky? I'm good either way. I'll bet you are. I told him I work from home and my schedule is wide open. You do you. I'll be covering this entire thing on my channel too. And he said, perfect. And then I said, perfect. And that's the end of it. That's the end of the conversation. I'll let you guys discuss in the comment section below. But if you think that this guy is being unprofessional, maybe even doing something illegal, let me know in the comment section below. And I will probably send some of this over. I don't think we've reached a point where getting someone like the civil rights lawyer involved, I'm not sure this would be a big deal yet. This would probably depend on whether or not I went to jail. If you guys are wondering, and if the cop is watching too, if you're wondering if I'm willing to go to jail over this, yes. Yeah. You don't think I'm bluffing. Not for a minute. I will absolutely go to jail standing my ground on my First Amendment right to freedom of speech all day long. And you better make sure you got your I's dotted and your T's crossed, because if you don't, I promise you, I'm going to have a team of lawyers that are going to find it, and we're going to deal with it in court. All right? Yes, if this means I need to get handcuffed and I need to end up going to jail, guys, this is what's going to happen. I'm not going to run. I'm not going to hide. I will absolutely obtain counsel, and I will go and turn myself in, and we will follow this entire thing to its finality from start to finish. And this, for you guys, is part one. I don't know what's going to happen. I'll tell you what should happen. If this officer or the team of people, I don't know how they're handling this investigation at all, but if they spent any time actually really digging into this, you know, with technology, the technology that we have today is amazing. It's not that hard, even when people are using things to cover up. It's just not that hard to figure out if somebody is scamming someone else or not. It's really not that difficult. And then you have to look at somebody like me and say, does it make sense that this guy who has everything to lose would be out trying to scam? How many dollars is it? Is it $100, $500, $1,000, $5,000? How much? Like, at what point is it like, this money would be worth throwing everything I built away? That makes no sense. There's no common sense there. No common sense at all. Why? Why would I do this? The answer, the easy answer, is I wouldn't. And anybody that's doing an investigation, anybody that's in the business of investigating, should be able to look at this and go, something doesn't make sense here. Something doesn't make sense. Listen, you guys want to subpoena my bank accounts? Have at it, man. Have at it. We'll let the lawyers duke it out in court. And if my rights were violated in any way, shape, or form, I will be dealing with that in court as well. Now, I'm going to end this video because I really didn't need this tonight. I debated whether or not to even make this video. But there it is. Okay, at the end of the day, the most important thing for you to take away from this video is I am not reaching out to you to give you something, okay? If you did not get a direct link from my channel, from this channel, God, make sure the spelling is right too, okay? Make sure everything makes sense. It could look like my channel, but maybe it's not. It could look like my Facebook, but maybe it's not. If you get some random person trying to get money from you, it is not me. And by the way, it's no other YouTuber either. It's not Vice Grip Garage or anybody else. We don't do that kind of stuff, man. This is not how we operate, okay? We get money from the views on the videos. We do not reach out to our subscribers and beg you guys to send us Zells or Cash Apps or anything else. And I can exonerate myself with my bank accounts alone. Like you can clearly see, I never received any money. And I think it's absolutely crazy that I'm going to be, like this guy is coming after me when he should know, like immediately, this guy ain't got nothing to do with it. With that, I'm going to let you guys talk amongst yourselves in the comment section down below. I hope I have a better day tomorrow. My dog's MRI is first thing in the morning, and that's going to tell us a lot. This dog, I don't know how a lot of you are, but my dog is my family. Like, my dog is like a child to me. I will spend any amount of money. I will do whatever I need legally. I will do whatever legally needs to be done to save my dog's life. There is no amount of money that I would say no. This, you know what I mean? You could tell me it's $10,000 tomorrow, but we could save her life. Well, you know, I'll figure it out. We'll do it. I'd absolutely. This dog is part of my life, man. So, and I'm sure a lot of you feel the same way about your animals as well. So, I did not need this on top of what I'm already going through. Listen, I plan on getting back to videos, regular videos, really, really soon. I do think that here in the very near future, we're going to be getting into some car giveaways as well. I hope you guys are going to look forward to that. I've already picked one out that maybe we can use. It's on its way. It's being shipped down here right now. So I am working on things for the channel, but let's see if I can't get back to regularly scheduled program for you guys starting Saturday and Sunday, and we'll just go from there. It's all going to depend on how my dog does tomorrow and how I'm feeling. With that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and more than anything, I hope you learned not to send money to strangers. All right, just don't. If you've got that kind of money you can just give away, or you can risk losing to a stranger, it's my opinion that you would be better off going to a casino or going and getting a lottery ticket, or 2 or 5 or 10. You know what I mean? You should take your chances somewhere else, or better yet, just hold on to your money. And also, on top of that, guys, we can't let people trample on our constitutional rights. It's been being done for so long that it's like these a lot of police officers, they don't even realize they're doing it anymore. You know, what happened to professionalism? Where did that go? I'm totally blown away that this guy was texting me these things from his own phone number. Like, it's like, you really? You know, this is not professional behavior for a police officer. You should have never texted me. You shouldn't even be concerned with what I'm posting on social media. If you're investigating me, fine, investigate. Watch what I'm posting, but you should be keeping that to yourself, not texting me telling me that you're butthurt about what I said on a post. I don't care about your feelings. I don't care about your feelings. Right? You're a police officer. Your job is to not trample on my rights. Your job is to enforce the law, not try to get me in trouble for something just to waste my time because I hurt your feelings. Stay safe out there, everybody. I look forward to seeing you all again very soon in the next one.